Hello everyone, how are you? What if the World Cup, the biggest event on earth, was suddenly transcended not by wear, not by desert, by the on-man world? In 2025, Donald Trump did just make headlines. He shook the very foundation of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. His warning was simply but terrifying. If I don't like how a city is run, I can move the game somewhere else, and just like that, the world's biggest tournament become a political battlefield. Would you like me to now continue with the full story? There followed national after that with national style of video. It was humid summer, everything the trust assault the pits. It was a humid summer evening in 2025 and assaults the global football fans were already demoing of 2026 of Peking stadiums, roaring crowds, and the drum of the world's greatest tournament, the United States, Canada, and Mexico. He had been awarded hosting right. 16 cities are preparing to welcome the world, but a storm was brewing on a crisp October morning. Pros camera flashed at Donald Trump, on again at the center of controversy, made a pronouncement. The Senate Sport and Political Watcher elect the suggested he might complete FIFA to relocate some of the World Cup matches allow from USA city, including Boston, if local considered, particularly public safety, did not mean his expression. I love the people of Boston, his side boys from, and I cannot the game and are sold out. But your mayor is not good. We could take them out, he added urgently. If somebody is doing a bad job and if I feed tree in safe condition, I would call Gimini, the head of FIFA, and would say let map into another location, and we would do that. We wanted love to do it, but he do it very easily. His remarks issued the king of political tree. He often deployed bold, confirmational, and intended to shake alliance, and the trader was clear. Boston Mayor mentioned we had long been a thorn to Trump narratives. The trees were personal but also instantly in the house that followed city official, FIFA incident, and sport communities. Sambeli, Boston's local original community incited contrast were ironically that no single person, not even the President of the United States, could simply endowment of playing logist, stream arrangement, security protest, broadcast drills, ticket allowances, and more. Mayor we defend reports said trees no real tree when it comes to sowing. Cities are so unsafe that they can host the game. Most of what is located down my contract, no single person, even if they live in the White House, currently can endure it. FIFA in its usual continue to improve that safety and security and the top protest and that government bear responsibility for that. They affirmed that hoped L 160 house seated would staffy recruitment with the timing of Trump T lost that a year before. Click off enjoined debate and ram, but cold he really plot it off behind consent door. Lawyer on burnt site meted over the contents. Binoi agent mentioned hot city boss broadcast communities there were legally binding paper had to break without massive consecution. Moreover, changing seats now old cast sets relocating of fans, resounding matchings, travel, logical security, clearance and more state. The tier reminded police in Washington issues of Trump brush style runs out in corridors of power. Some incited whisper that the mob was less about actual relocation and more about exclusion persons to force city to fail in line on political issue, political or symbols competency, sport communities speculated would Saturday or San Francisco be next in the courtier. Trump has previously questioned their safety and Stumbley called the same tree be used as leverage over city, which mayors opposite curtain federal politics or which politic learning departed from Trump on. In media coverage, the story became a change broad, some endorsed, and Trump was bold finding that he cannot the logical and legal constitution made actual venue change nearly impossible so late in the game. Other warned the even believing was done chanced in seated insulated resort risks promised institute sponsor and might dampen investor confident. It is the rooms calculated that FIFA President Gianni Infantino often seen in warning engagement with Trump 10 with adversity might feel precious to execute some believed he would resort any over explanation of the tournament for political postponing. Other speculated he might quality open a big change man with a Boston local resident and business awarded clarity hotel and already began stopping playing restoring touring against media cost we are continue on the influx of international visitors and the dear of without wall cast a long dark shadow week person Trump embodied didn't know soften his tone. Boston maybe continue to push back sitting the legal impossibly and the demanding opting of wording to text in Washington. Congratulations, loudly review the host city content language. FIFA silently watching in the end. No Binobi changing were publicly announcing at least not year, but the spectre of what might have when lingered for the fans, the attentionist, the host city. The story become not just who would win on the pitch, but who would control the stage before the first whistle blew. If you like, I can now write a more religious or news style vision of what happened right now, or turn into a short demanding stop it. What do you prefer?